Hello, students of the MD STEM Club. What I want to show you is an alternative simulator to the one that's in Microsoft MakeCode. And the program is on a website called TinkerCad. So all you do is create your own login. So I'm going to go to TinkerCad. Just Google that. And when it comes in, I've already got an account. But just to look at it, open it up. And it's going straight into my account area. Now, you will need to create one, and I created one using my Google account. And what's interesting about it, there's a number of things you can do with it. One of them, and there's a little picture here that shows a 3D cover that goes over the microbit, and you can use this to create a 3D design. So that's one use of the tool. And it's coming up now, creating and what it allows you, it's a CAD, a computer aided design program that allows you to make things. So you can go and make blocks, change the blocks. And after you've made a CAD program, you can download that program to a 3D printer. Okay. So there's something to explore if you want to learn how to use a 3D printer. But the one we're going to use is the one just under it, which is called circuits. And we're going to create a program. So you can see the ones I've already worked on. So it's not just microbit that's showing on these programs. It's also some extra electronics. And you can look at an alternative microprocessor called Arduino. This is the Arduino Uno. So we'll create a new one. So just press on this button. And once that loads, on the right, you'll have a whole series of electronic components. And these are quite basic ones. So you've got resistors, LEDs, you've got push buttons, even batteries. And there is the microbit. So you've got two computers you can have a look at. The one we're going to look at is microbit, and we're going to just drag that across. And we've got a red one. So we can change it to say a green one. And we can add additional components to our microbit. But for today's exercise, we're going to do the name badge. And before we start simulating, we go to code. And here we can make more space available by dragging this across. And this is very similar to the area that we have on the MakeCode. So we've got an on start and we've got a forever. So instead of the show icon, what we're going to do is delete that. And we're going to put in the input is going to be show hello. And in the forever, we do the same thing again. We change that to my name is. And it's organized slightly differently. So we want to look at inputs, and you select these by the color of the top level. And the one we want are the purple ones, which are the input ones. And we're going to use both push buttons. We've got push button A, and we're going to duplicate that just under it. And that'll become push button B by selecting the arrow. So when I press the button, I'm going to show my first name. And I can just duplicate the first one, first text, and I'll call that Philip. And I'll duplicate that again. So when I press button B, I want to show my surname. Okay, so there's our program. And we can then start our simulation just by pressing the Start Simulation button right on the top right. And the microbit will change, we'll make a little bit more room. And you can see what's happening. Right at the start, it said hello, and it's gone into the forever loop to continually show my name is. So when we press button A, it will show Philip. And then it will go back to the forever loop. My name is. So you can see that text scrolling across. And what we'll do is press button B. And it shows my surname. And that's the very simple program that we've got. And if you wanted to change that, we don't have a radio, but we do have variables, and we could create a variable, and that could be name, sir. And now it's added additional blocks for surname. We might create another variable, which is name first. And more blocks are being created. And what we're going to do is set the first name. We're going to put that right at the start. And we're going to duplicate that just under it. Move the push button blocks out of the road. And we're going to make the second one the surname. And we have to look for some text here. So the first one's going to be, it's a little bit different from the other one. We have basic control, but we don't have any text blocks. So what we want to do, we'll just type it in and see what happens. My first name is Philip. Okay, so I have to see if there's any text blocks. Blocks and text. So the text area just shows you, and one limitation of this simulator is that it doesn't allow you to put in text blocks. So you've got basic blocks. You've got input blocks. Control blocks, maths, and variables. So there aren't as many, and so we can't make these variables into. So you can see that this, we have to delete these. So you can see this simulator does have some limitations, or this whole programming environment has some limitations, but it also has some pluses, and we'll explore that when we look at our other projects. So that's all for now, and see you later.